What is going on, guys? Today's video we have the HyperX Quadcast S microphone. So this is their newer version of the HyperX Quadcast. Not new, 2020 release, but we're gonna check it out. It's new on the channel. We're also gonna be doing a comparison video between this one, the Ampligame, and the K658. So we're gonna see which one's better out of those. Stay tuned for that if you wanna see those comparison videos. But right now, we're just gonna do an unboxing and sound test of this microphone. So taking a look at the box, on the right-hand side, this does have different polar patterns, similar to Blue Yeti. So you have stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid, and bidirectional. Standard is cardioid, which most microphones do have. The rest are for different situations. So this retails for about $150, which is pretty pricey. So as right here, HyperX has you covered. So a little contact form. Like we have a congratulations. And this is a quick start guide. So just an overview of it. Let's go and pull this out. And it looks like there's everything. There is a 2-year warranty. Pops off like that. You have a thread. Yeah, boom arm. Here's the microphone itself. This is taller than I imagined. I've seen ton of videos on this and it seemed a little shorter, but this is way taller than I imagined. You have the different options available on the back. Type-C and headphone right there. I don't know if you can see that. The gain control, very easy to maneuver. And then you have the mute, which is on the top. It's touch sensitive, which I prefer. And then obviously this bass with the rubber ring on the bottom. It's really good quality actually. And then yeah, RGB, which is customizable. You have a braided Type-C cable, amazing quality. And that's everything you get. So very simple unboxing so far. We're gonna go ahead and set this up. Let's get into the microphone sound test. All right, so this is the sound quality of the HyperX. It has 80% as well. I personally have not listened to it yet, so I don't know what it sounds like, but we're gonna see if it sounds any good. Right now it's on the desk mount, so if there's any shaking within the table, if you can hear that, if you can hear any tapping, let me know. It should be fairly decent, but we'll just have to check it out. We're going to check out the mute button as well. All right, so that's that. I personally have not heard this before, so I'm about to hear it for the first time. Same distance, we're in the cardioid pattern, so you'll be able to hear it if you can. We're gonna also put this up to 100%. All right, so we're in the first setting. We're gonna see if you actually hear any background sound or anything at all. Normally there's cars passing by, which is kind of weird that they're not passing by at this mic test, but it's still peaking right around 15. So they're roughly around the same decibel meter, which is pretty good actually. Now we're gonna switch over to the second setting. Now we're on the second setting for the air purifier test. So if you can hear me more than the air purifier, then that's really good. Most budget microphones fail this test, so just a little heads up. Third setting, not a lot of microphones do really good job on this third setting. We are still peaking around 15 barely, even at 100% gain, which is pretty interesting. This distance, we're at same distance, about 1 to 2 feet, and that's how that sounds. So if you can be the judge for this, obviously it's not something that I can fully control. Raw audio. All right, so this is omnidirectional. So obviously you have a 360-degree field. So you should be able to hear all the way around, which is really cool. So left, center, right, backside, other backside. Yeah, you can be the judge for that. I'll have to tweak it until you could actually hear that. But specifically on this microphone, that's how that goes. So if you're an ASMR artist, that would be really good. Or if you had just a ton of people in the room and you need to capture all the voices, that's also really good. All right, so now we're on stereo. So it should be the left and the right. So you should be able to hear me on the left. You should be able to hear me on the right. See how that sounds? Bidirectional. So you should be able to hear me on the front and the back the most. And it looks like that is true. So we're gonna see, this is good for a one-on-one interview. One person in front, which is you, other person on the other side, and you can be able to talk both in the same microphone. So this is good for people that, you know, do podcasts or something. I recommend just multiple microphones because that's how most people do it. But if you're on a budget, you can do that with just one microphone, which is really cool. Cardioid is the best pattern for most people since it's easy and it just works.